Hello, welcome to the Shed of Hope again. Eric here, as usual. If you haven't, like, share and subscribe, please. Most appreciated, guys. Need to grow things. Your efforts and everything else are most appreciated. Anyhow, still here with this baler, and I've done some taking apart and stuff. Some of it you saw in the last bit. I'm doing it like this because I can't edit, as I've said before. Anyhow, here we go. And a little bit more about the explanation, because I didn't talk about the needles, I realised, as I was sort of carrying on. So, a bit more about the explanation. Let's flip you guys, see what's going on. Okay, so here's the knotters. One bank, two banks. So, down underneath here, this is the string, which comes... Let's get this open. So, string is fed from in that box there. If we can we flip you around? I don't know. This might work, it might not. You guys will tell me if it doesn't. If it does, that's all well and good, but I don't think it is. I think you're now on your sides. So I'll go back to as I know it definitely does work. So string is passed from these bobbins down through these ceramic things. See, we're a bit rusty down here, to the needles. So you can see that it's threaded through the needles and it's there. So as material gets pushed through here by the ram and the bale gets longer, this thing is the length control. So this wheel runs around and round and round. You can adjust this stop here so that when it comes and hits that stop, it lifts this, which then puts it back to the neutral position with this all stationary, which is as it is now, ready to make another bale. So the string gets pushed out. The string is continually through the needles and all the rest of it. So what happens when this lot triggers, it causes the needles to rise up through the bale, and if I move the knife carrier out of the way, to this here, which is the bill hook. And as you can see, there's a little roller here, and that works on this little here plate. And there's a bit of cam underneath it. I don't know if you guys can see. There you go. There's a bit of stationary cam underneath. So that twists. It engages that gear all the way back in there. You can see those teeth there. You can see right at the very back. So that, there's a wheel in here. Can't actually see it, but there is a, you can just see the top of it there, actually down through that hole, look. So that engages those teeth and it spins that. Now at the same time there is also a second cam. You can just see that, the inner one. Let's get something a little bit thin like my knife. So this here, the end of my knife, you guys can see it. This is the other cam that operates this. And the opening and closing of the little doofer, I think, possibly, maybe. No, that's the knife. That's the knife cam. That works the knife. Yes, that's the knife cam. So basically, the little thing twists. As she twists, she opens up. And as the needle fetches, because the needle comes up through these holes here, so the needle comes up and offers the string to the bill hook, which is at that point in that position open. So the bill hook then grabs hold of the string, twists it, brings it round itself, and the other string, the stationary string that's already here, as you can see, it grabs it, twists it, feeds it into this mechanism here, and that's what makes the knot. Basically, we could go into a lot more detail, but for you laymen out there, that's fine. You mechanical people, well, you all know what you can do, and well, yeah, just enjoy the video for God's sakes. And you know, we all know that there's a lot more to it, and probably, yeah, one of those you could almost do with one in bits, that you can actually see how it actually works and functions. But it's a complicated thing, and it's all about timing. Certain things have to happen at the right instant for this to operate. But yeah, keeping it sharp and clean is 99.9% of it. But yeah, she's usually in good shape and very rarely misses one, actually. She's quite incredible. Yeah. So anyhow, a little bit more on the thing. So we've now cleared everything out, so we've just got to rebuild, sharpen the knives, lubricate, oil and grease before she all goes back down. And fingers crossed, she should make some bales and not to be too troublesome. But yeah, I know we have issues with that one roller. Whether we'll get round to that or not, I don't know. But it does work as it is. It has done for some time, so I don't see that it will. But that's on this side, not that side. And there's that side we're having trouble with. And I think it was just the stuff caught around here. And or, like I say, the knife not being overly sharp. So possibly even a bit bent, that one. Don't know. Maybe they're both like that. So they're meant to be. But yeah, they definitely need a stoning and a sharpening. So yeah, not a lot of tools to sort that job out. You don't need many tools to take this whole thing apart, to be honest. A basic set of imperial spanners, well, a set and a half. Sometimes you need an opposing one. But because there's a lot of nuts and bolts in this thing. In fact, the whole thing is just bolted together. It's quite marvellous. All the panels, look, it's all just bolted together. Wish they'd make machines like that nowadays. They all clip them now. All right, if one of these goes wrong, yes, you've got a nightmare of a job redoing it and possibly even re-welding in a nut behind it. But we need to do something with these this time because, yeah, as you can see, we've got catchage going on there, so we're going to have to beat on those a bit, I think. And, yeah. We need to do some metal work on them one of these days. It'd be lovely to paint the old girl and do all that, really. Maybe one day. Oh, we might just find another one, I don't know. Make one good one out of two, even. We'll see. But, yeah, so... it's a bit of fun. But, yeah, it would be lovely to do some restoration on her, really, and bring her back round to life. Once again, time and money is my problem. Would love to do more of this sort of thing if I could, but, yeah, that's the other hope with this here YouTube channel, that we might actually get to a point where it will fund some of these projects. So yeah, all donations, you know, gratefully accepted. Yeah, but we'll see. Anyway, guys, love, light and peace. A little bit more of a thing. I'm going to just put it up together now, grease and lubricate, and we're there. So yeah, enjoy your day. Love, light and peace. Like, share, subscribe. Off.